Yeah, there we are. Hopefully, I didn't deafen everyone with that one. I played a little video at the start there, so I might have just deafened a bunch of people. I'm not sure. I listened to it before and the audio was fine, so hopefully you guys haven't got like a ringing in your ears now. So yeah, welcome along to another episode of Staying Connected. And we've got a very special guest. If anyone was sort of monitoring our social media, last night we had quite a good night. So would you like to introduce yourself then, Jeff?
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff Ball. I'm an investment manager for Brewin Dolphin, an investment firm. But more importantly, I'm the chair of the judges for the Northeast Charity Awards, who, of course, awarded Media Savvy CIC the Outstanding Social Enterprise of the Year 2020. So,
There it is.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
can't see
a
it, it's
round of
there.
applause.
I've got it in the background. I managed to get it in the shot. The video is not quite the quality it needs to be because the webcam's like this big, but yeah, we move on. So yeah, thank you very much. Obviously, first of all for the award, we're obviously like it's tough to put into words, but really grateful and thrilled that we get some recognition. I mean, I've got a few videos to play after we've sort of had a little chat that Dan sort of recorded. I've queued those up, but I know you're very pushed for time today, so we'll not dwell on them for too long. Plus, I don't think he likes being on camera very much. He was sort of having a little twist, I think.
Yeah, no, it's great to see people and hear the stories. And even though in a normal year we would be in a big room and they would be on stage telling the stories, one of the things we really wanted to focus on this year when we said, okay, it's going virtual, is we want to hear and we want to see them.
Yeah.
So it was very much a conscious choice to go to Dan, and spoilers for the videos coming, but for the guys doing the camera work to go, by the way, you've won.
Yeah. Well, the
Because
thing
it's
with that
that
is
moment there.
they did such a great job with it. But I'd come outside because I just thought, they're doing some interviews for the event. So I came outside and I took a few pictures of Dan getting interviewed, and then I was like, it's freezing, I'm going back upstairs. And as I went back upstairs, they handed them the award, so I completely missed the bit where we'd won, and I was like, oh great. So I come back and sort of pretend I was like, yeah. You'll notice in the background of one of them when I show it, it's like the dog's going mad, and then I'm sort of just standing there like awkwardly in the background.
Yeah, well, it's a good job we filmed it then, so you got to see the moment.
Now it's immortalized forever, so that's good. um, but yeah,
But we're really pleased for you guys. We had there's a lot of nominations. I mean, we weren't sure with 2020 being 2020. We normally get a lot of nominations, but will people have time? Will they want to? Will they be stories to tell? So the fact that we got over 150 nominations in total was great, because it meant that we could tell the story not just of what's happened in 2020, but also what's happening anyway.
Yeah.
And you guys are a great example of an organization that is growing, that's helping different people, and has had to adapt, but still kept helping people. And that really came across to the judges. So there was a very strong support for you guys being the winners, which of course is why you are.
Yeah, I mean, we really appreciate that as well, because it has, but it's sort of everyone's in the same boat. I mean, it's one of the talking points we have every time we have a guest on, really, is like, it's basically how have you coped with this year sort of thing. And I mean, so being sort of recognised for that, it is really, it really is sort of an honour to have that recognition. But I mean, it sort of brings us on to what we were going to talk about. How much of a challenge was it, do you think, now? Because obviously there will have been loads of cases, but how much of a challenge was it, even just judging it based on, there'll have been so many sort of great stories and projects and stuff going on?
Yeah. There's it's a funny one. It's hard, but it's easy. And it's hard because of the stories you tell. And we're basically going to people and saying, here's someone that puts in 40 hours a week volunteering. Here's another person that does 40 hours a week. Choose the best. And you can't really. But because of the judges we've got, which are a lot of the leading figures in the charity sector, who quite purposely are those that sit maybe within the community foundations, so they see a lot as well, and it just means they can kind of take that professional approach to, okay, what is the value here? Because it's easy to get caught up in the emotion of charities, but there is a danger that sometimes those that are maybe a little bit harder hitting, or maybe in a bit of a rougher part of town, don't get the credit that they're due, which is why we're really pleased for Brighter Futures to win Northeast Charity of the Year, because not a lot of people have heard about them. This is a charity in South Tyneside. They help young women aged 11 to 25. They just give them opportunities. You know, they address things like abuse, education, an opportunity to help them thrive, but no one's heard of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it is with you guys, but you're in Sunderland, and again, there's certain demographics that just don't get the attention and the opportunity that they need. So that's why we're really thrilled for all our winners. And it isn't just the big shiny name charities, you know, it's a bit of everything. But ultimately they're all doing amazing work there. So yeah, judging is it's a long one, but we always reach a consensus. Is always like, out of that many, we'll kind of go, okay, well, this is where we are, and then we talk it through. And then there will be some where we're going, you know, they're amazing, let's reward them now. There'll be some that will go, that's amazing, but what more could they do? So maybe they don't win this year, but we kind of say, like, please come back.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's just to
your point of the demographics and stuff. I think that's one of like the biggest barriers that's placed on especially smaller organizations like ourselves. Like the people you work with tend, because you do work with that group of people or those people, you tend not to get as much coverage. And it's really good that the light's been shone on that kind of organization. I think I saw the video for their one, and they were sort of like in tears almost instantly as soon as the award came out. It was just like floods, because obviously they were sort of explaining that they'd been putting, I think it was 4 years since they set it up, was it?
I think it was 8, but yeah, it's still pretty new.
Yeah.
Still pretty new.
But I think she was saying it being like it's full time basically, and it's sort of it's like a job, and you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and you get some recognition, and it really does go a long way. You'll
know yourself. Whatever your title is, there's no way that's just your job when you work for social enterprise or charity. It's one of about 7 different hats that you wear, which I do. You know, I do a bit of volunteering myself, and I appreciate that there is, unless you've got connections, if you've got the right people, you could be doing amazing stuff, but if no one knows about it, it will die, which is, again, you've said it there before, that shining a light on the charities and organizations like yourself has always been the principle of the awards. And even though we couldn't get together and have the big dinner that we would normally do, that was always kind of an add-on. It was always at the heart of saying, that's awesome, we're going to tell everyone about it. So that's obviously what we're doing with you guys.
Yeah, I think a couple of people probably missed like the big bottles of champagne and stuff, but I'm sure they had their own version at home. I know we had a few. There'll be a few beers cracked open this weekend from the media side.
Absolutely,
I'd imagine.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
we had a few Zoom parties actually. Haytham.
Oh really?
Yeah. We the pictures came through. They were sitting in the dicky bows and
actually, I think you shared one, because it was the photo of the night was the one. It was the award on it was the Durham Wildlife, wasn't it?
The award on the award, a photo of the award. Yeah.
And then the other one, I think it was about an 8-person Zoom call, and they were all in suits and all dolled up. So it looked, I think there was definitely some celebrating went on late into the night last night.
Yeah, no, social media has been absolutely crazy, and we've always done. It's a really good in-person event. There's almost 500 people there. I would thoroughly recommend, if anyone gets a chance to go, please come along. Tickets are available to anyone, but obviously they sell quickly. But we've always had that digital presence there, and the conversation on Twitter has always been really encouraging. So when we kind of went, okay, well, that bit's not happening, what we did is we really ramped up the social media side of things. So rather than just being on Twitter, we had Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all kind of presenting the show at the same time. Twitter is the place to be with it all, but it's just been absolutely incredible. And like, my phone is beeping away next to me still now. As of when I went to bed last night at midnight, all the video content had been viewed 50,000 times. So it's just went poof. But the biggest thing is, it's just people who are just going, oh my God, yeah, I love Media Savvy. They do amazing things. Hey, everyone, I'll share this. Look what they're doing. And that's really great, because it's not us kind of as a corporate entity or the award sharing stuff. It's people, and it's very organic, and it's just people going, this is what I'm passionate about. Look, and that's really cool.
No, definitely. I think that really hit us last night. I think obviously Dan was on the Facebook and I was on the Twitter, and it was just like a little bit overwhelmed. I think I put a tweet out saying a little bit overwhelmed, actually. Like, there was just a massive thank you as well to all the the organisations and the people who were thanking us and sharing it as well. I think even Alfie Joy replied and sort of followed us and stuff, and it's like, you're getting region-wide recognition, but that probably goes a bit further, because as soon as he likes or retweets something, that's going to his entire sort of feed as well, and it is it's sort of publicity that you would never normally get as well.
Yeah,
But
and that's what we want. And we've always kind of the awards came from going. I think it was in 2013. We looked and see what Northeast charities have actually been recognised at any level. And I think in 2013, the Newcastle United Foundation won an award because their accounts were very pretty. And don't get me wrong, they are an excellent set of accounts and a great
lovely set of
organisation.
books. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely set of books. It's presented really well, very glossy, and a great organisation. But we were like, honestly, is that it? Is that the best that Northeast done? That can't be right. So that's where the Northeast Charity Awards came from, to give people that recognition. And it is, we've said in year one, look, at the very least, if we give everyone a trophy to put on their shelf and people go, ooh, what's that? And they can go, well, actually, we're pretty good. That's amazing. And it's extended beyond that. There's one that won social enterprise a couple of years ago, like yourself, who were trying to fund a huge project too big to be funded locally, and they went to London to go and say, can we have some more money, please? And they kind of pretty much knocked on the door, and they went, who are you? And they went, we're the Northeast Outstanding Social Enterprise. And they went, oh, well, come in then. Obviously they're pretty good anyway, but they got the funding. They got the funding off the back of it. And just the fact that there's that little bit of connection, I know everyone involved with the charity awards would love to hear if you guys managed to kind of open some more doors with the award. It's very much what it's for. So,
I mean,
please do keep in touch.
Yeah, that's definitely the whole. I mean, to be honest, I've sort of instantly jumped on it and started like animating different bits and pieces and stuff to put out because we're all really proud of it.
Great.
I think we sort of got the idea of going in for it, and then it was like, yeah, we'll have a go. Not really expecting to win it, and then being told that you have won it was really a massive surprise and an honour, really. Yeah, we're sort of shouting from the rooftops. I think Dan's putting together a nice press release. Might not be as glossy as the Newcastle United Foundation's books, but it'll have a little bit.
Nothing is.
But yeah, I mean, so you mentioned obviously your full job title, and forgive me because I actually have forgotten it. But what does a normal day look like to you at the moment then, when you're not doing all the charitable stuff?
Yeah, my job is an investment manager. I am Chandler to my friends, for those that are fans of Friends. No one really knows what I do.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a stockbroker, but it's less Wall Street. It's not so much buy and sell.
Not as cutthroat as that.
Absolutely not. No. So we manage money for people. I in particular manage money for charities. So that means that when you put that pound in the pot, for some charities it does get spent, but for some it'll go and it'll be put into a portfolio.
Yeah.
And the idea is quite simply is we've got that much money in the portfolio. Let's make sure it's bigger next year, and so on and so on. And while you don't get anything at the bank at the minute because interest rates are so low, if you invest it in the right place in the stock market through shares and bonds, you can just generate a bit more of a return. And it might just be 2-3% a year. But then if it's 2-3% of that, which then becomes 3% of that, which then 3% of that. So we're very much a long-term organization. If we invest for anyone, it's for at least 10 years, ideally. But really, the reason I do what I do as a charity specialist is because if you win the lottery, your needs are going to be a little bit different when you come knocking on our door next week compared to a charity, and you need to understand the differences there. And yourself, there's a lot of regulation and things like the Charity Commission that you just need to be aware of. So that's why we're here, and it just means that we're having conversations every day with charities, and it means that we think that we can add value to what they're doing. But ultimately, much like the charity awards, which is why we do it, we are very much just standing back here cheering you guys on when you actually go and do the hard work, and we're just trying to give you the tools to go and do it a little bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, it's obviously massively valued support as well for them, because it's something that they definitely wouldn't be able to do as a charity. They wouldn't be able to do themselves. So you are helping them in a way that it's unique, and it obviously helps them do what they do, especially at the moment when a lot of charities have been hit quite hard.
Yeah.
Since March, like it's been really bad, and a lot of them had to pivot in ways that I think they weren't really prepared. We were pretty well placed in March to make a big pivot digitally because we had the infrastructure really, but there's been a lot of places that haven't and have just sort of had to like shut down or do really limited stuff. So shout out to those guys really for putting up with it. And we were watching some of the videos yesterday, and it really is. It's been from individuals all the way up to like huge charities. It's been by the looks of it, a really good year, and I imagine that's just off the people that we know that were sort of put in for it. So I imagine there's quite a bit more going on in the Northeast as well.
Yeah, the thing about the charity awards, I mean, we give out 10 awards every year. I could quite easily go out 30, 40, and the quality would not drop. It's just you wouldn't thank me for keeping you online till 6 a.m. in the morning watching the videos. But I think one thing that came to mind to me is the Northeast is challenged anyway. We're used to having to react to things. We're used to maybe not getting a fair share of the pie, and pivoting, I think, is a really good word, and we've definitely seen it this year. Even as an organisation, so Brewin Dolphin is a national investment manager. We've got about 30 offices around the country. We've got 2,000 staff, but then we've got 300 in the Northeast. So we're a big Northeast employer, but we've still done the same as everyone else. In March, it was, go home, guys. We'll probably see you in a few weeks, and yet here I still am. But we're also lucky that we had the infrastructure, and I've never been more proud of the team that I work with than in March, because we were all facing the issues like everyone, but we worked absolutely flat out. So all the charities that we look after, when the world's on fire over here, they could at least look at the portfolio and we could go, look, we've got this.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do over there. It'll be okay. So yeah, it's a really rewarding role to be in. I think if you don't like finance, you might think, oh, that's not for me, but it's a world where if you like people and if you like a story, really, because the stock market, I'll tell you now, the stock market is a toddler. It finds things that it likes and it runs to it. So technology, Tesla being a really good example. Look at the share price gone absolutely crazy because, they've launched a spaceship.
Yeah, or Elon Musk tweets. He just tweets about the vaccine, and that's it. The stocks just explode.
I know, and it's fascinating. And this year has been a great example of how technology and the media, i.e., Donald Trump's Twitter account, has had such an influence on things. I'm literally getting up in the morning, turning on my phone, and going, "What has he said today?"
Yeah.
Because I know it could move the market, and it's incredible that we're in a world now where digital technology can have this literally billion and trillion pound influence on day-to-day life ultimately, because it does trickle down at some point.
Yeah, especially when he's telling people to inject bleach into the veins and stuff. I imagine that. I think Dettol got a bunch of complaints on the same day, like instantly.
It really did. Yeah, and that's what's happened this year in the market. And it's interesting you saying that you guys pivoted and you were well placed for it. There's other charities who have maybe not been, but are getting there. I think, income generally is probably down about 30, 40, 50%, depending on what type you are. So it has been tough, but hopefully we're through the worst of it. Obviously, the news on the vaccine seems to be encouraging as well, and the stock market is kind of looking to the future. So from my point of view, hopefully I've got more positive stories to tell. This year's not been bad. In fact, after that initial period, a lot of the charities I talk to, when we tell them where their portfolio is, they kind of go, "Oh, that's good," because they're waiting for me to go, "Yeah, it's down 20%, and that's the end of the world."
But the market, bad news, sort of thing.
Yeah, but the world, they can see there's a bigger picture, and digital and technology and media is really important to how it's so fast moving and how it allows people to reach new people. Here we are on Zoom, but it's the same for charities as well. Those that have been able to adapt to it and pivot are the ones that, not just now, but in the years to come, will definitely do really well. So I think one of the things that we loved about what you guys were doing is the fact that it's digital. There was another one who I think was Foundation Future, who were over in Biker. Again, they've developed a digital strategy, and they were doing it already. And then they went, "Okay, we really need to do this now." And it just shows the value of So I think what we would say is that where there has been change of trends, it's not a change; it's an acceleration.
Yeah.
So if you're in the right place, which you guys are, to tackle that, then absolutely well done for having that foresight of being there.
No, we appreciate that, really do. I'm going to bring in Gary, who is one of our sort of long-standing learners. I'm just going to make sure I can get into the call before I say hello to him. Let's have a look. We got him. I just need to crop the window.
There he is.
Yeah, we got him. All right, Gary.
Hi, I'm good.
How's it going?
Good.
Hi, Gary.
Hi there.
So
How you doing? I'm Jeff.
yeah.
Hi.
Just
Hi
to say
there.
introductions. I'm just scaling the video so we can see everyone in the same window. There we go. Sort of crop the top of my head off, and yours, Jeff, giving us like an.
I just dropped down a bit.
Yeah, sort of crowd. No, we're all right. We're good. Right, cool. Yeah, I mean, just to say, like, we could have everyone on here. We could, Gary, I'd imagine we could probably fill about 3 hours worth of the guys coming on. But I just quickly dropped Gary a message just to see if he would come on and have a little bit of a chat and sort of share your experience a little bit with us as well, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing experience. I've come about just over a year now, I think. I've been there.
Yeah.
In and out, and it started off with just a drop in that my OT recommended, and it kind of just grips a hold of you and it doesn't let go, really. The building and company and the people.
Yeah, because I mean, you've even you've helped us on little projects as a volunteer as well, haven't you? So we had the tablets that we set up, so it's been like a real progression for you as well.
Yeah, I would have never thought anything of the possibility of me doing any of that.
Yeah.
And the educational qualities I've gotten out of it. I now know Photoshop like the back of my hand. I've learned how to use Sony Vegas amazingly.
I mean, to be fair, you could probably teach me a thing or two about Sony Vegas. I reckon you've surpassed the level of knowledge of me, even me.
I don't even know what it is. I've heard of Photoshop.
Yeah,
I love Photoshop's a great one. Knowing someone who knows how to use Photoshop is invaluable, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, always. Even if it's just you want someone to make like a stupid picture of you, mate. Yeah. It's always useful. It's like, can you put his head on there? Yeah, absolutely. Gives 10 minutes and then it's sorted.
Yeah. That's great.
I thought it'd be great for Gary to come in and just sort of underline because we can talk about it. Dan talked about it on the video till he's blue in the face, but it really is good to get it from like an end service user point of view, really.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to tell these sort of stories, and this is why we love it when we do get to meet people like yourself, Gary, and then hear about it. Because with regards to the charity awards, what we really enjoy is when we do see service users who have came back and kind of said, right, well, that's really helped me. I'm going to keep going. And I think volunteering is really important. I heard a great quote about volunteering. It's probably not the most appropriate quote. It's from some old guy who said, "Volunteering, it's like wetting yourself.
Okay.
Only you feel the nice, warm, fuzzy feeling it gives you, but everyone can see you do it."
Yes, very good.
Which is, I volunteer with stuff, and I love it. It's the best part of my week and it's exactly what you've said there, Gary. It's about learning different things, it's meeting different people, and just realizing that you can actually, I can do a lot more than I maybe appreciated before I started.
For sure, it's amazing. The things I've done, I would never thought of I would ever been able to do it.
You've started doing a little bit more video editing as well, haven't you, recently?
Yeah, because I'm currently just finishing off the IT level 2 with Lisa, and I've had to do a little bit on that, and I was clueless on it, really, to be honest. I knew how to trim and chop, and that was it. But
and by the way, when Gary says he's clueless, he means he sort of basically knows everything anyway, but he just needs like a tiny little bit of help here to like move one thing. That's what useless means in Gary's mind.
No, I can tell he's definitely one of these guys that he lets you press the button after he's done it all, just to make you feel like you're doing something.
Make you feel like you're a good tutor. That's what it is. He sort of keeps you right, and keeps you going. But yeah, I mean, you mentioned you're volunteering quickly, and I know you are pressed for time, so I don't know if you just want to have a quick little once over of what you're sort of involved with outside of that as well.
Yeah, so it's community sport. It's grassroots rugby league up in Northumberland. Basically, we go into schools. Not me personally. I oversee a team that go into schools, and it's no different what you guys do. We just try and open their eyes a little bit. We say, look, here's some different ways of thinking. Here's some different things to do. Meet some new people, learn some new skills, and just improve your life through doing something that you love. And for me, it's sport. And helping young people kind of see that opportunity, but it really isn't any different to what you guys are doing there. And full credit for you guys for what you do, and for Gary as well for throwing his hat in the ring and letting you press the button when,
Yeah, exactly.
when there's a
Keeping
chance.
me right and making me look good as well, which is always nice. And Lisa as well. Yeah, making Lisa look good. But no, I really appreciate you coming on, man. And again, just can't thank you guys enough for
Oh, well done. Well done.
judging us to be the winners.
No, you should be very proud. Definitely celebrate as much as Boris will let you. And yeah, go and tell people your story. It's amazing what you're doing, and we'll look forward to hearing more from you.
Great, man. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Great to have you on.
Right, I'll leave you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Okay,
Cheers.
bye.
Bye.
I'll make sure that. Yeah. So, Gary. Sorry. You've sent me a message. No, I was going to say just hang on for a minute. We just sort of have a little chat just around the show, because I know you were sort of following along live yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find the sort of event, like following it along? It was a little bit different, wasn't it?
Well, it's different. I thought it was going to be video at first, but then once I realized it was just updates, it was fine. I was just expecting a video, so I was looking in the wrong places.
Yeah. Well, the thing with it is, there was the videos, but it was like it was the winner category, so. It was a little bit like, I was constantly like scrolling through the thing because I knew ours was coming up and I didn't want to miss it. So I was like desperately refreshing the page. But, I think they did a pretty good job.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. Good to see so many winners too, with well-deserved awards for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about yourself, but it's stuff that I didn't really even... I didn't really realise half of it was going on. Do you know what I mean? You live in your little bubble, don't you, at the minute? It's sort of...
I had to look into like every one of them that popped up as well, so you kind of learn a bit about everything going on.
Yeah, and you get an idea. Like, it might not be something you're interested in. You know, there's plenty on there that outside of work I probably wouldn't be likely to go to, but then you know about it. So if someone is, you've got something to show them and somewhere to tell them about.
Definitely.
What else was I going to ask you? I can't remember now. Had it all written down. It was all going so well, and now my mind's sort of like just melding because it's like Friday.
I had one of them yesterday.
Yeah. So how was the video coming? That was it. That's what I was going to ask you. How's your project?
It's currently done. I'm not happy with it, but it's done.
Yeah, it'll be good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think. Did you send me the final version?
I can't remember.
You'll have to send us it tonight. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, while you're on, and obviously we've had you on Staying Connected quite a few times, which is why we've sort of had you back on, because we knew you'd be waiting in the wings for us. Did you sort of, you didn't know, did you, that we'd won it either?
No, but I kind of knew it was coming because it's amazing work and it's well deserved.
No, we appreciate that, man. But like I said, it's a testament to you guys, because like I said before, we could literally have probably about 3 hours worth of people coming on and being interviewed and, you know, telling us their story and stuff, and we have done with all the Staying Connected, and we've had, you did us a video for Facebook as well, didn't you?
Yeah. So I mean, did a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, so there's like, I can't remember how many there is actually off the top of my head, but there's a set of videos that we got for our 10-year anniversary on there as well. If anyone wants to go and check them out, if you just go on our Facebook page and click onto the videos tab, there's a whole bunch on there, and the stories are really what sort of makes it. Like yourself, Gary, and everyone else who's across the 10 years been involved in some way, shape or form, and got us to a point where we can win awards and, you know, move forward and stuff. Lisa's saying, Gary blew my mind with his video and I haven't even seen the final edit yet. So I think you're going to be alright, mate, to be honest.
Self-critique.
Yeah, you're always your harshest critic, aren't you? I'm the same. I'm like, I hate that. Like, every time I look at it,
I watch it and I'm just like, oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah, do you know what's the worst? Hearing your own voice. Like when I have to watch the Staying Connected back and I have to listen to my own voice, I'm like, oh my god. So I've done enough sort of random gibbering on. I am just going to play a couple of the videos. If you just want to hang around, because we'll probably wrap up quite shortly.
No problem.
But I'm just going to play a couple of the videos that we got, guys, because you might not be on Twitter. You might have missed some of the stuff across Facebook and that. We've been trying to keep up very well with posting it all, but as you'll probably appreciate, there's been a lot. I think we got like congratulated by about 100 people yesterday, which I was literally sweating looking at my phone last night. I felt like I was famous. It was a terrifying experience. So I'm just going to mute my... Not before I finish telling you, like, I'm going to mute my mic and just play through the videos. So they're on for a couple of minutes.
My name's Dan Machiavelli. I'm co-founder and managing director of Savvy CIC. We are a Sunderland-based social enterprise specialising in working with people with multiple and complex needs. We've progressed massively as an organisation, as a social enterprise. You see, this is our headquarters behind us. There's plans within sort of 4 to 5 months. This will be totally transformed. Our offices and training rooms will be upstairs, but the ground floor will be out at the new hospitality and events arm to our business, which will be called Diego's. And that is going to give us opportunities to employ and give even more training opportunities and volunteering opportunities to our beneficiaries, who tend to get a raw deal when it comes to employment chances in the region. One person for 16 years, very apprehensive and agoraphobic, didn't want to come out of the house or engage with any services. Occupational therapists, who we've got good relationships with, persuades them to come and try one of our courses. Within 6 months, they've done everything we've got to offer. They're volunteering with other services, and as well as ourselves, and just progressing massively out every day, getting some fresh air, seeing family members, and just ultimately discharged from clinical services as well. There's just so many brilliant examples. It really, that is the driving factor for all of us. Hi, we've just got a new trophy cabinet. This will take pride of place. Awesome. Massive thank you on behalf of me and the team at Media Savvy to the North East Charity Awards, all the judges. Really, really big honour for us, and it just validates that we are doing good work here for the people that we're here to serve, and long way to continue. And yeah, just thanks very much. Awesome.
So yeah, there, as promised in the start, there was me awkwardly standing in the background because I'd already gone inside the building because I was freezing, and then I decided to come back out as he sort of got handed the award, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to pretend to be like excited for the first time, which was a bit awkward. Yeah, so if you can avoid it, guys, don't do that. Don't be silly like me. But yeah, so shout out as well, Gary. I don't know if you seen it last time you were in, but Captain Chaos Leon Garzhong built us a nice cabinet.
Yeah, I saw it in the corner. It was nice.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's good, isn't it? It's good. It's got a light in it and everything. It lights up. It's got a glass in it. It's really good. The key, we lost the key for a little bit, but we found it. So it's that award is going back in pride of place in Captain's cabinet as soon as this broadcast is finished. I guess I will thank you very much for coming on, Gary, and I will play out the one last video, which was Alfie Joey, who was like a really big ambassador for the event, and he sort of did a lot of the interviews on Zoom. I'll play that one out of Dan getting interviewed by him via Zoom to sort of finish the stream. Lisa is going berserk in the chat and telling us to remember to fill in the survey. So
just down the side.
Yeah, please, for the love of God and anything that you believe in, fill the survey in, because we do need that data. It is really crucial to what we do. It's a little bit of feedback for us just to let us know how we've done. If you could fill that in, that'll calm Lisa down on a Friday night, and that'll be nice. So yeah, cheers, Gary. Really appreciate you coming on.
No problem, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, and like I say, couldn't do it without you guys, so we really appreciate it. Cool. I'm gonna end the meeting, hopefully.
Yeah, see you.
See you, man. And then I'm gonna take that off. It's gone. Yeah, and I'm just gonna play this video out, guys. So once this is done, I'll stick the screen on with all the helpful links and information for the local area, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Yeah, cool. Bye.
Okay, here we are. This is a really special category. This is the Outstanding Social Enterprise category. Getting out there into the communities and really touching people and helping them out where it matters. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, congratulations. We can speak to Dan from Media Savvy CIC. Congratulations, Dan. How's it feel?
Thanks, Alfie. Really amazing and totally unexpected, to be honest. I didn't see it coming, but very, very happy.
When you do this, I'm sure you do get rewards, but it takes a lot of work. And this award, where will it sit? Where will it sort of help you and the team going forward?
Well, it's we've won a few awards over the years. We've been around for a decade now, but this is definitely up there with the best of them. And really, it's just I guess for us as a team, it's just a bit of extra that validation that the judges and anybody that nominated us, everyone just sees the value in what we do. Because ultimately, we're here to serve the people that we work with and try and respond to what they ask for and to meet their needs and help them progress. And it's that extra bit of validation to give us a pat on the back to say, yeah, you're doing a good job there, keep it up. And yeah, we'll just take it like that. And anything else that comes off it, great.
Well, the nomination blew the judges away. Congratulations, well done.
Thanks a lot, Alfie. Much appreciated for everyone here.
We've